Adding and subtracting polynomials. Polynomials are expressions with multiple terms. This has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 terms, so this is a polynomial with 5 terms. This is this and this, those are all polynomials. Poly means many, nomials means terms. Okay. Now this one we're going to add up all those terms. So in order to do that, what you do is you have to look for the like terms, and we start with the term that has the highest power. So when we see this and this have the highest power. They're both x squareds. So what we're going to do is we're going to combine those. When you combine 5 and -8, what you realize is you have -3 x squareds. So 5x squareds and -8x squareds gives us -3 x squareds. Okay, next you look at the next highest power, which are just the x's. And we have those two sets. So we're going to combine these two, -7x and x will give us -6x. Because -7 plus x, or plus 1x, if you want to put that there, is -6x. And lastly, you look at the numbers. And there's nothing to combine with that, so simply plus 5. None of these can combine, so we're done. And it goes from the highest power down. That is simplified. Number 2, we're going to combine this polynomial with this polynomial. Now, since this is plus, basically, we're ready to go. We just are going to combine this with this. Now, we could technically just drop the parentheses, if you want to think of it that way. The parentheses completely just drop out. Once that's a plus, you're good to go. Now, you don't have to rewrite it all the time, but you can just kind of look at that and go, okay, we're good. So now what we do is you look at the highest power. Looks like we have an x cubed here. There's no other x cubes to go with, so simply 5x cubed is your first piece. Nothing to combine with. Okay, next, I see an x squared right there. Nothing else to combine with that, so the next piece is simply 7x squared. Again, there's nothing to combine with, so we're done with that. Next, x's. Alright, we have two sets of x's. I have a -7x and a -5x. Looks like that would be -12x. And the last piece would be the numbers. Looks like a 2 and a -1. So 2 and -1 would be +1. There's your answer. Again, you start with the highest power and work your way down and just combine like terms. Alright, number 3, the last one. Since this is a minus, you're taking this, minusing this, you first need to change this to a plus. So what you're going to do is you're going to go change that to a plus and then change all of these. So when you make that a plus, you then change this to a minus, this to a plus, and this to a plus. Okay? So change it to a plus and then change everything here. Once you did that, you just go and rewrite it. So you now have 5x cubed plus 8. But since it's a plus, now we can combine everything. So we can drop the parentheses. We don't need the parentheses anymore. Because basically, once it's plus, you're just grouping it all together in one pile. So it's one pile of things. And then from this pile, we look at it, okay, I have a 5x cubed. Good. So there's nothing else to combine with that one, so that's just 5x cubed. Then we look at the x squared. Looks like I have a -7x squared. And nothing else to combine with there. Now look at the x's. Nothing to combine with there, so that's just 5x. And the last piece, the 8 and the 1. So 8 and 1 would give us 9. There's my answer. Now, if that was a squared, then the x squareds would combine. And there wouldn't be any cubes. But since it's a cube, you just combine the like pieces, decreasing order, you are done.